snap
Now
your fingers.
if you don't know how, then watch her do it. Do it, 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 do it. Now if you don't know how, then watch her.
Hey, welcome to Sista Talk.
And that's on period.
So this episode we're gonna be talking about male entrepreneurship. I know y'all seen on the last one we was talking about what the show would be about. So today we're gonna hit on the male entrepreneurs. Shout out to Jay Houston and Bunkin, Pat 10, they in the building. So now we're just gonna get started with a few questions and just start discussing.
Okay, so my first question is tailored to Jay Houston, TrplBeam. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead,
Hey
Jay.
man, I'm Jay. I'm the creative director and founder of a brand called TrpLBeam. You can follow me on Instagram at @_TrpLBeam boss. And that's me.
And then I want to shout out my guy, Bunkin. He's really Bunkin in the city, just like Jay Houston with his brand. But I want him to introduce himself as well.
What up? I'm Pat 10, Bunkin, founder of Bunkin. We in the building today.
So my first question is to Jay Houston. Tell us about what inspired you and how did your brand come about? Like what inspired you to get started with your brand and just to come up with a male clothing brand?
I really just wanted to create something that was dope, man, for people and do something different than what I seen that was out there right now. So I wanted to do something that was edgy yet, still high-end streetwear. So that was really my inspiration behind the brand.
And yeah, for me, I've been kind of like watching your content and like what we were discussing. He got some real dope content. If y'all haven't seen it, we're gonna drop his Instagram link below, and just follow his brand and see what he got going on. I see he posts a lot of content with reference like movies and just different scenes from movies like back in the old era, like the 90s. And it's kind of like the inspiration that I'm getting from him, and I really like it. It's real dope. So.
Yeah, we heavily inspired by the culture, man. Heavily inspired by anything that's black cultures, the 90s, anything I grew up on that's nostalgic to me in my childhood. So.
And I love it because under your caption when I went on your IG, you had said selling legal dope. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just makes it more relatable to the younger crowds too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out there and actually sell dope. Check out his brand. We selling dope.
Yeah,
we selling dope.
Get money all kind of ways.
Get money.
Right.
Not the legal stuff, man.
Right.
I mean,
Let's get to the real paper.
you know where they know where I come from. So we just taking that and putting a legal flip on it, man, and making it something positive, man. So that's the slogan, selling legal dope, man.
And I like that too because the younger crowd, you can kind of use that same mentality. Just getting started, you can come from one thing but flip it into something legit. So you always got to have that mindset and apply those same skills that you do out here in these streets and find something that you can do to kind of like capitalize off of the skills you learned out there in them streets.
Right.
And give out that positive vibes to the younger people too.
Yeah, to look up to.
To look up to,
Just
and they
follow.
need to understand that this is what's really going on. It's not about selling yourself to the jail.
Yeah.
Period.
For sure.
So my next question is for Bunkin. I follow your IG, your Facebook, as I do both of y'all, but I studied your brand more because I invited you here.
Right.
But my question for you is, your brand is like, it's not just about you. I see how you have like some of your friends in your pictures. Some of your friends are your artists.
Right.
You got family involved too. So are you making it a family business, or are you just trying to do it to start a family business?
For the most part, it's just to make a change, like show the kids that from the bad environments or whatever, the projects or whatnot, that you can do anything. So it's more to it than just it being for myself. You know what I'm saying? So the results are for the family, just really for the world. Anybody can make something out of that.
You can make a change pretty much.
And they see black men, they see powerful black men that starting brands, that starting business.
They don't want to see that anyway.
That's motivating. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying too. It's something that you're doing for self, but for your family and for people out there that's watching. So it's a little bit of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you juggle, like, cause you do more than just your clothing line.
Yeah.
You do your clothing line. You do you have the artists.
Branding, mentoring,
Right.
Just
Manufacturing.
How you balance all of it out?
Just be honest. A lot of people might not believe what I'm finna say. I just got faith. I really believe I have to let God lead my path and just give me everything that I need to have to be able to keep.
Cause I'm sure it's a lot.
Yeah,
It
no,
is.
it's
Your
definitely
schedule,
a lot.
7 days a week, you know, family, you know, trying to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But you gotta have that mind time too.
Yeah.
How did you like come together with the funds, or how did y'all start it out? Like, what did you do?
First thing I want to say as far as that question go, man, and anybody that trying to start a business, man, it don't take a lot of money to start a business. It don't take a lot of money to invest in yourself and do whatever you're trying to do. So that's the first thing. I just say, honestly, man, it's just stacking some money and putting it behind yourself and just believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hardest thing is just taking your money that you know you can be doing something else with.
And flipping it.
You know what I'm saying? And really putting it behind yourself. So I feel like that's the main thing. I mean, I feel like financing the business ain't the hard part.
Right.
On that situation, I feel like get a job until, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got this dream to be able to. No, I mean, it's sometimes we got to reframe what we say. Instead of staying down, stay up.
I love that.
Sometimes everybody say stay down.
Yeah.
Stay up.
But sometimes, like, I had to realize, everybody got a dream to be an entrepreneur, be a big time rapper, be this, be that. Sometimes you got to work a job and put that plan alone. And then be able to finance it through your job. Take some of that money, take 70% of that money, put up the 30% or whatever you're gonna do, spend it on whatever, but take 70% of your money that you earn from your job and invest into whatever you believe. That's what I feel like that was good, helped me start off.
I agree.
Me too. And I had another question too. And this is for both of you as well. What advice would you give someone that's starting a business and they feel like everybody doing this? He's selling it, she's selling it, I'm selling it. Like, is it oversaturated? Like, is the market oversaturated? Should I just try to pursue something else, or should I still feel like it's room for me out here in this market?
Have love for what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You can't just jump into something. Everybody try to sell merch, but when you look at your merch, do you love it? Like, do it make you smile? Do it make you happy? Some people get in to make money. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, but in order for it to just grow the way you expecting it to grow, you gotta have love for it.
Right.
Every time I do a t-shirt or whatever, I look at it like, dang, it's fire. So we're gonna attract that good energy that they need to bring. Like,
They're gonna love it because you love it.
right.
I would say just my thing is just studying whatever you're trying to do, and beyond that, just differentiate yourself from whoever else is doing whatever you're doing. Separate yourself from the pack, man. That's the main thing. It's just making yourself different from what everybody else doing. It don't matter who in the market. If you got something that ain't nobody else selling, so.
And did y'all learn everything as y'all went along, or it was kind of like you just took what you knew and you just went for it? Like, you just went for what you knew, or you just kind of like studied it, or you just said, shit, I know a little something, so I'm just about to jump out the pool.
Right.
I feel like they'd be away. Jump out the pool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my thing. I ain't have nobody that was doing what I was doing, like, you know, that I could go to as far as like a mentor that I felt like I could go to that was doing what I was doing. Because everybody that I was inspired by were people that were famous, I feel like was out of reach for me, and personally at the time. So my thing is, man, just believe in what you doing, bro. Just jump out the port with it. I feel like that's the main thing.
Right.
So, like, how many different names did y'all like come across before you just actually just
Say,
like,
this
this the one? Because like, I really want to know, because I'm trying to start my own thing too, so I want to know, like, you know, how many days did it take for you to just wake up and be like, bam, this is the one, this it, period.
So how you
like what you do?
How you come up with TrpLBeam?
Yeah.
Man, crazy as it sounds, man. I knew I wanted to have a brand, like, back in high school when I was still fucking around in the streets and shit. Like, I knew I wanted to have a brand. I knew, like, I love fashion at that point. Like, I knew that I was fucking up all my money on clothes and shoes. So I knew that that's what I love. So I knew that I wanted to start a brand, but I didn't know what to call it. I feel like that's the hard part, like, cause you don't wanna name your shit something, then everybody like, the fuck, you know? Especially when you're trying to sell a person something. So I feel like that was the hard part, but I I honestly was just sitting back thinking, man, I went through a few names. I don't even remember names that I came up with before, but I went through a few names before I just said, you know what, I'm gonna focus on TrpLBeam. And I had the name and the logos and everything done for 3 years before I even made clothes.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want to just make no bullshit. So, you know,
mine is a powerful thing.
You just got to, I don't know.
Food for thought, pretty much. Like, you know, you gotta sit back and just figure it out until it all play a part. And then, like, you just really just, you know, realize what you really want to do, then that's when it's gonna pop off.
Yeah, perfect timing. You ain't
Perfect time. You don't know
no break.
you ain't following the crowd. You on your own time. Your own
and as soon as it pop out, it's gonna pop out real big.
Bro,
Like this.
how you come up with Trap Bunkin, man? Like, that's a hell of a...
That's fine.
You know?
I like that.
I came up with Trap Bunkin. Okay, first off, I'm saying I did go through another name. It was Pac 10 Visions at the time. So I started with the Pac 10 Vision shirt. What made me come up with that was I want to be something like, so I went out. I started as a cameraman at first. So just having a vision. So I started with a camera. Started going to different venues, events, and stuff like that, networking. And I was making music at the time too, but I couldn't be the artist that I wanted to be at the time. So, like, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna play this different role. So I was being a cameraman, networking, connecting with different people and stuff like that. And then I had ended up making a song called Trap Bunkin. I'm like, dang, that'd be fine. Paying attention to where other artists go wrong when they in the club performing and stuff. I see they weren't branded. They were out of design and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? Before I get on that stage, I'm gonna create this brand and get it out there. So next time I present myself to the world or try to get on the stage, I make sure the music fire and what we weighing fire. So it sells itself.
And it's you know, different ways, different incomes for you too.
But I really like what I just truly like, and I inspire both of y'all. I love it because you all got the kids, y'all kids. Like it's just good, you know, like. Y'all just got the kids wearing the kids want to eat the little babies got the ones. I love it. Like I love everything about it. Like, you know, it's the little kids, not just the older people.
Right.
You know, it's for everybody.
And I'm working on a kid specific brand that I'm trying to get on. Like,
Okay.
So stay tuned.
I know everybody don't want they children trapped out and shit. So you know what I'm saying?
I need mine to be trapped out and shit.
You know. So
crazy.
I got a new brand I'm introducing for kids and in the next month and a half, 2 months. My son gonna be actually the CEO of the company now.
Okay.
And that's on period.
Generational wealth.
That's on period.
Generational wealth.
You know, we just gonna I'm gonna introduce that. I'm gonna be rolling it out here in the next month and a half or 2 months, and you know I just want to do something dope for kids. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like the same shit that mine on. It's high fashion for kids. So you know we're gonna have that. Stay tuned.
Okay. So Trap Bunkin, he just went into our next question.
Yeah.
What's your upcoming projects? What you working on next?
What do we expect from?
Being more in tune with the community and really playing that leadership role.
Okay.
And, the next thing I'm doing right now is getting this artist. I'm pushing this artist. I can't say the name right now, but I'm pushing this artist and just lead him the way that I want him to be led. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as he got a plus with having a brand and representing stuff like that. So my next thing that I'm working on is building this artist and getting more in tune with the community.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And this is my last question for both of you. Have y'all ever thought about collaborating with different other brands and just doing like something big, like a pop-up shop, or just something creative where it'd be a lot of just same people in the same field that's doing the same thing as you? You know what I'm saying? Just collaborating.
The collaboration thing, I'd be open to it, but sometimes you gotta be careful what you get your hands into.
Yeah.
Because everybody be on the same vibe.
Right.
It's an energy thing because somebody can have a brand, but they might not step like how I step or whatever.
Right.
Because I know I'm gonna go out and interact with and do what I gotta do. So you know what I'm saying? It just
For sure.
And some people, and you know, some people be trying to watch your hand, baby. Don't wipe my hand.
Yeah.
Let's eat together.
Don't keep up, baby. Move how you move.
Like, you gotta move how you move. Move how you move. Then you can put it all together. But honey, Nuna, Georgia, child, I don't know. That's a different
You don't kind of like want nobody kind of like that's, you know, kind of like having a bad rep for your brand, kind of like making your brand come down, something like that.
Well, not even that. You know what I mean? You don't really so much. really, you can't even really so much worry about what another person got.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm saying? So, how I look at it is, you know what I'm saying? It's enough money for everybody to eat.
Yeah,
you
but
know what
I'm saying like
They gotta wanna do
if
it.
you with this other person and how they carry their brand is not a good representation that you want to associate your brand with. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
y'all collaborate.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
I like what you doing.
I'm not
but-
gonna make merch
Yeah.
T-shirt for 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, you know, I ain't gonna go against the grain on that.
Right.
Something I don't believe in.
Yeah.
So like I can
I ain't gonna work
support
with
you.
nobody I win.
Yeah.
You just gotta check.
Everybody can feel that vibe though.
Your
Like,
reputation.
this is what it is. Like if you feel the vibe, you know to push back. That's mandatory.
But that TrpLBeam trap bunking shit is gonna come soon.
Yeah, it comes soon.
That shit is gonna come soon.
Y'all hear that?
We
Y'all
still
hear that?
we still iron shit out, but that shit gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be stupid, man.
Do y'all have any tips that y'all would like to give to upcoming artists or upcoming entrepreneurs?
Creatives.
Know what you
Creativity.
want. Know what you want. Have vision. Step. Like you gotta go for it. And
Believe in your shit.
Believe in your shit. Believe in. Have faith. I'm telling you, it gonna work.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no faith, I don't. You know, my steps were different from everybody else. You know.
You gotta have that spiritual belief as well before you do anything. And you gotta have that self-love before you do anything. But most importantly, it start from God first. And if you can't start with him first,
money.
then do it.
Yeah, I like that.
You gotta start with him and let him lead the way.
Right.
And
Just
everything will find place.
know who you are.
I just say believe in your shit. Market yourself,
So,
and hustle your ass out, bro. And you can make anything happen that you want to happen.
Yeah.
You know.
One of my tips that I would give out to up and coming business owner is just to keep going. Like shit fall apart, shit don't go right. Just keep pushing. It's gonna all come together in the end, as long as you keep going. So that's one of my tips that I give.
Well, I have also started something, but it's on the way pretty much. But the name and everything is already together. For my daughter, which is her, it's actually going to be called Gabriella's Collection. So stay tuned for all the little diva babies. She's lit. The babies need to be lit. So yeah, it's on the way.
Yes, and stay tuned for my nonprofit, the Hands for Ears Foundation. We launching in a few weeks.
Period.
It's for the kids, it's for the deaf community, it's for everybody. So just stay tuned.
Yep.
And I got something special for the ladies coming that I'm rolling out also before the end of the year, 3rd brand. So I'm working on 2 new brands right now. I'm rolling out, y'all. Stay tuned.
Okay, hustle.
Okay, hustle
Hustle.
hard. Hey.
And that pretty much concludes everything,
Yep.
guys.
Thank you guys for coming to Sista Talk today.
Thank you.
And this won't be the last time.
And they
So y'all
wearing
come
that
back.
brand.
Oh yeah, and they wearing their brand. Check them out.
Check them
Check 'em
out.
out.
Try Bunkin.
They lit.
TrpLBeam. Yep.
Sis, what that song you was singing earlier?
Before I go roll like y'all.
Fuck that door like this. Not that rock, that pit. How many down in my sock, can't hold my Glock, reason I don't really like that shit.